Hey guys, what's going on today? Random Andrew here. Time for another random vlog. As most of you may know, I like to record historical things in St. Thomas, things that have been around since the beginning of town. I also like to record big changes here in town, and right now there's some big changes going on. Kind of a downtown area. This is where the old Canadian Tire used to be. See, it's now Staples, Van Pelt's. Yeah, Van Pelt's, not Staples. Staples is a big chain store, Van Pelt's being local. And right in front of the direction I'm not showing you guys was something that's been around, a building that's been around for a long time, since the park down in this area got removed. And that is, the heck did Giant Tiger go? Well, you guys already know that. I already told you, Giant Tiger is open at the mall. They got a nice store out there now. This building, gone, leveled. We're gonna go around and have a different perspective, another view of it in a second. But I thought I'd mention that before it was Giant Tiger, I remember it being an A&P. Now, before the A&P, before this building, this is a giant park. This was known as the MCR Park, part of the train station. And it was a park for many years. And what I had heard was that they had taken this park out a long time ago because people were complaining about all the birds, the bird crap, and everything. It's totally not the case. Steve Peters cleared this up on one of our local, you grew up in St. Thomas, probably the group where you found this video you're watching right now. He always is great for sharing lots of historical information, some great pictures from the past, including, well, let's throw up a couple pictures of the park right now. Alright, so I decided I'm going to wait and read the history bit off once I get over to the other side. But you can see all the paneling. That was that bright yellow Giant Tiger sign, all piled up there. Not much, it's just once it's a big pile, that's it. That's all that's left. I'm sure they've already carted away a whole lot of the remains. It's a nice open spot to get a good view. Yeah, here it is. What's left of Giant Tiger? It's gone. Now, the reason why I wanted to wait and explain something once I got over to here is some of my earliest memories when this was Giant Tiger is an A&P. You'd do your groceries, you'd do your thing inside, you'd pay at the till. All your groceries were bagged and put into these big plastic tubs, and they'd give you this round thing that looked like a hardened piece of bologna with a number on it. And you'd go outside, you'd hand that to the person once you pulled your car out, and that's how they knew which baskets to bring out to your car and load into your car. It was a whole conveyor system, and from the moment of paying for your groceries and them being bagged, you could get out, get in your car, they'll load them up for you. A lot of great people got their start actually bagging groceries at this A&P. I do believe the information said that A&P was opened and functioning 1954. Could be wrong. Now, one of the most arguably noted points about this space over here is it used to be a really gorgeous park. Green space that we no longer have. We haven't had it for a long time. Since the mid to late 50s. I'm gonna get at the wind here a little bit. Oh, that's better. And the thing is, a lot of people think or assume because it was a park that it was city owned, and that is not the case. I'm going to read you a little caption that was written by Steve Peters and shared with a great picture of that old park. Give me a second here. This is the photo, and I'll flash that photo up, and it's almost the same perspective as we're standing now, but back then, and from the top of the YMCA building. Okay, so this photo was taken, or the photo of the Michigan Central Park was taken by the Scott Studio looking east from the YMCA about 1920. These lands were never owned by the city. The railway sold off various parcels over the years. A car dealership, movie theater, grocery store. The Gilvesay family of Tillsonburg built the AMP in 1954 and still own the land. Gas station, Canadian Tire, so on the opposite side of where we are now. The brewery, the old Skeleton Brewery. Oh, I wish I could get some pictures and histories behind that. The park itself was laid out and cared for by the Horticultural Society for many years. The park could be recreated on the south side of the Queso building. It really could too. Sorry, I was having trouble reading through a bit of that with the noise and whatnot. I think you got the gist of it. Alright, I'm going to move to another spot because this is a lot noisier than I anticipated. And to be honest myself, guys, I could go either way on this whole park versus grocery store. There talks of the food basics. We're going to get a food basics here in town, right here, pretty much right where Giant Tiger was. Look, you can see the old bit of the curb sticking up there. Oh yes, so big changes, food basics. They do need more shopping options for food here in town, especially downtown, because it's either Freshco, way down there by the McDonald's, Burger King, or you've got the IGA, way the heck out that way. So there's nothing in this central area right here, and there is a lot of residential. All in behind all these businesses. You've got, like, we got to think, where you don't see resident or business or commercial is residential back in behind. Well, actually back there is a school. But then you got this new residential building going up. So it will be beneficial. It is kind of needed. I would love to see the park go back in just as much as anybody else, but hey, what can you do? While I'm over in this area, I figured, heck it, let's film a little bit of signs of yesteryears, stuff like that. You notice the Elgin County Railway Museum, right here. They've got new lights that have gone in right here, over here. No, is that one of them? No, it's right here. Anyhow, new lights, so this area can be lit at nighttime. They're solar powered. Hopefully they work out. Keep an eye on the place. You know, they've had issues with people stealing their air conditioning unit a few times. People trying to strip copper pipe from the outside of the building or something. Maybe it's just electrical conduit of some kind, who knows, but people just don't leave things well enough alone. So this here was a little platform between sets of rails, maybe used for loading and unloading. But it's kind of like how you see the old abandoned structures when nature is taken back over. But I thought it'd make a neat little added piece to film in. I know some of my viewers aren't from around town, so they may not have ever wandered through and found these areas before. There's a pretty big vigilant cleanup on this area, keeping it clean, because too many people like to leave things laying around that just shouldn't be left laying around, and we're not going to really get into that subject on the vlog because I don't find it very family friendly. And a little more foundation remains. So it may have actually been a building of some sort. And even though I'm quite familiar with the territory, this whole area, the Queso station, there used to be buildings all up and along here for the rail yards too. The Elgin County Railway Museum, used to be a roundhouse on the other side of it, other maintenance buildings, and right here, from literally over here all the way over, it was all tracks. It's all tracks, even when I was a kid. So cool. Another little added bonus segment for you guys of the remains of the rails, the rail city that used to be here. And I should also mention, oh yeah, hey, you remember this place? Earliest memory of this building, Consumers Distributing. That was a different kind of store. Anyways, yes. It seemed like it's a general consensus when you read through the local Facebook groups, social media, so this is the opinions of the actual people, the public, the ones who are going to be living, shopping, using. A lot of people want to see that part go back in, but it's just something that I don't see happening. So hopefully this video turns out all right. I hope it's enjoyable. If it is, please give it a thumbs up, click that like button, and subscribe if you're into these local videos. I know I haven't been doing as many RC videos lately as I was doing, but things break and it gets expensive to fix them, although I am working on a really nice jump video right now. Locations, there actually is a store, a coffee shop, a local coffee shop I plan on visiting. It's right across the street. I can see it from right now. I personally right now I'm broke. I don't have 2 pennies to rub together. Or I would go in, get a coffee, sit down, and show you guys this nice little coffee shop. It's called Streamline, named after the old streamliners that used to come through town here. So this should be an interesting thing to see. I think so. Think positive, stay positive, keep a smile on your face. Until next time, vlog over.